Today, we kick some ass inside a hallway. Welcome to Film Writers, show takes mystery out of the effects and techniques, going some of your favorite Hollywood films. I'm your host, Ryan Connolly, and today we hit week 3 of our action series. And like I've told you every week, make sure you're checking out our full episodes on DJI's channel right here. We have a bunch of stuff there that you're not going to see on our channel. And if you have not watched the hallway scene, we're about to talk about it. So either go here or here. Out of all 5 of the action scenes we shot, this one has my favorite fight in all of them. I've wanted to shoot a fight this way for a long time, where the camera moves fluidly within the fight inside of a tight area so it all feels claustrophobic and connected. But I've never had the tools that would help make it work the way I wanted. And again, like I said in the foot chase episode, we did do this project in partnership with DJI, and they gave us a budget to help us make the scenes and to make videos for their channel. But I'm not getting paid or even asked to talk about their products or them on our channel or any Film Right episode. These are all just my honest opinions. So with that said, the OSMO is an out-of-control dream come true for shooting action, in my opinion. Some advancements are needed with the low light and image quality, but even starting out with this first iteration, both of those things are shockingly solid for a camera system like this. But to shoot this moment of action, I didn't storyboard or even shot list anything. I just watched the choreography a few times, feeling out the pace and the area it filled up. Then I grabbed the OSMO and walked through it with them a few more times, going slow so I could really get an idea of the movement. So then when we shot, it became a dance between me and my cast, moving around the scene with the OSMO to put the audience inside the fight. And a great example of this came from a moment that was actually an idea from my stunt coordinator, Trevor, Addie, and that's this shot right here. We follow the arm around until she kicks it, then we move past into her kicking the second guard. It's moments like this that add that dynamic feel to the fight, and most importantly, added that experience of being inside of it. Another big consideration for me were the reveals in this scene, because I wanted it to feel like we were inside the fight, and from her perspective, all of the shots were designed to be an extension of her experience of this moment. So we often don't see the danger until it is time to react to it. So she needs the guard here, then we get a glimpse of the guard running up behind her, then we spin around the wall to reveal him only when she sees him. Then we don't see the second guard until he's coming in while swinging at her at the same time that she sees him. Then after this moment, the way we reveal the guard that got kneed coming back in is through sound. We hear him yelling at her as he comes in with the swing, since that's what calls her attention toward him too. Then one of the best examples here is when we move back with her as she gets hit again, then we reveal one of the guards coming in with another attack, but again, we only see him when she does. So the entire fight, my idea was to not put you at an advantage over her, seeing things before they happen. Instead, we're getting attacked in the same way that she is, trying to push the idea of being in it with her.
And action.
Then we have the 180-degree rule, which first of all, I've said it a few times before, in my opinion, there are no definitive rules in filmmaking except entertain your audience. That's it. All the other rules like the rule of third, the 180-degree rule, the ideas of composition, 3-act structure, and so on are all templates that are nice to have so you can build on them, but if you understand them, you can break them like crazy. Nothing drives me more insane than when someone complains about the 180 being broken when it doesn't really matter. The main reason for this rule, which really should just be called a suggestion, is to keep your audience oriented to the scene so that they know where everything is in relation to each other and where characters are looking. It is a logical rule that is a must to understand and one that I often stick to, but it can be broken like crazy and really have no bad effect. The latest Captain America movie is a good example of that. A bunch of the fight scenes completely ignore the 180 and it totally works. Again, it's an important rule to understand, but one that you can break if you know what you're doing. All that to say, I did try to stick to the rule in this scene. For how much was going on and in the type of space that we were in with the plain walls and all, I felt it was important to guide the audience through the space so that they always knew where we were facing and who was coming at our hero. To do this, I would keep creating my lines over, like moving to this side of the room before going over his shoulder, then back to the other side of the room before going into this moment, then moving around our guard to create this new line for that final fight moment. But it was a collection of all those things that helped me get the end result I was hoping for, and one that hopefully gave you, the audience, the experience that I intended. A Pond 5 membership plan is an incredibly helpful tool in the creator's toolkit. Pond 5 members get a monthly allotment of downloads to their special memberships collection, featuring a selection of hand-picked rich media files for virtually any type of creative video or film project, whether they're passion projects or commercial works. Pro membership plans have 5 HD video downloads a month from their unique membership collection. Premium membership plans get you 10 downloads a month from a more enhanced membership collection that includes HD plus 4K video, music, tracks, sound effects, and images, and every plan gets a lifetime 10% discount off of everything outside of the membership collection. Membership plans start at just $99 a month with varying membership prices and plans suited to your creative needs. And film writers can buy any membership plan, pro or premium, at 30% off just by going to this link or clicking the one in the notes below.
Action!
For the second fight scene, which was between Ieisha and Loyd Bateman, I wanted it to feel more like we were experiencing it all through Josh's character's point of view. So every shot is representing how he is experiencing the moment, feeling trapped and at the mercy of the outcome, honing in on the sounds inside the room, and so on. It was a much different feel than the first fight, but my thought process was all the same, which again goes to the whys of each decision like we've been talking about.
Talent coming through.
Then of course there was the stunt, which was just all Loyd launching himself into a friggin' wall like a total boss.
3, 2, 1, action!
And finally, we have our helicopter shot, which we were able to get thanks to the completely awesome Brad Friesen. He's a helicopter pilot in Vancouver that does amazing things. You can see some of his craziness on his YouTube channel right here. He should have all his subscribers on the internet with the type of stuff that he's been putting up. In this scene, there really weren't any visual effects at all. The only visible effect that we had was one leg extension right here, and that's it. We did the rest all in camera, like the alarm light going off, which of course was just a practical effect, which my DP Josh Knepper set up by having a light with a red gel on it and then someone on a dimmer. That's it. We didn't have enough dimmers either, so Josh and his team would have to move it around depending on where I was shooting. And the last thing that we used that's worth mentioning is atmospheric aerosol, which is just haze in a can. We use that a lot in combination with an actual hazer to get that thick atmosphere look in the scene. It gives us a more full look and helps bring up the shadows as well, which definitely helps when shooting on a camera like the X5. We actually did an episode on that right here if you want to know more. But that's it for today. Again, make sure you check out the DJI episode for this scene. We cover a lot of things that we're not covering on our channel. And as always, check the notes below to see the credits for the scene. There were a lot of incredible people who helped make this scene happen. So definitely check that out. And I'll see you guys next week when we action some more.